One man destroys his body to feel loved. One woman destroys her mind to be perfect. When your profession becomes your identity, you can forget who you really are. Welcome to Janu's Reviews, where we search for the meaning behind the movies. Director Darren Aronofsky's two films, The Wrestler and the Black Swan, were written as a single film. He said, "At one point, way before I made The Wrestler, I was actually developing a project that was about a love affair between a ballet dancer and a wrestler. And then it kind of split off into two movies. The Wrestler deals with an aging professional wrestler named Randy the Ram, played by Mickey Rourke. He is far past his prime and struggling to even pay his rent. After a career-ending heart attack, he attempts to repair the broken and forgotten relationships he's left behind. His fame is his currency, and wrestling is all he knows. The film explores loneliness, aging, and the blurred line between performance and identity. Black Swan explores the idea of identity from the opposite perspective. Natalie Portman plays Nina Sayers, a young ballerina on her way up. She lives only for ballet and the approval of her teacher, Thomas. Her mother dresses her, puts her to bed, and Nina still calls her Mommy. Nina is determined to be crowned the Swan Queen in a production of The Black Swan. Her desire for perfection begins to unravel her mind as she begins questioning her own sanity. These characters are both years in the making. Aronofsky had the idea for Natalie Portman to play a ballerina 8 years before a single frame was filmed. She lost over 20 pounds and suffered constant muscle tears on set. She trained and danced 5 to 8 hours a day, and most of Nina's on-screen performance was actually hers. Mickey Rourke trained with real professional wrestlers to understand the psychology of an older athlete. He took anabolic steroids and suffered multiple injuries during filming. Natalie Portman won an Oscar for The Black Swan, and Mickey Rourke won the Golden Globe and was nominated for an Oscar for The Wrestler. Randy the wrestler and Nina the ballerina live similar lives, pushing their bodies and their wills to the extreme. Randy is more comfortable in the ring than living his own life. Nina's worth is defined by her status among the other ballerinas. They both fear losing their professional personas. Without them, their lives are empty. Mirrors are used to emphasize the false image that these characters have of themselves. Both films are shot in documentary style, like we are living with Randy and Nina day to day. Aronofsky calls these films companion pieces, the same idea from different perspectives. Both stories deal with bodily extremes and lonely souls in turmoil. Wrestling being seen as the lowest art, and ballet as high art. The way each character deals with and finally decides their fate defines their triumph or their failure. After Randy's heart attack, he is forced to take a hard look at his current life. He attempts to find love one last time and reconnect with his family, but he fails again and again. He is broken, empty, and alone. When a rematch with his biggest rival is presented, he has to make a choice. He can live a few more years in poor health, doing a job that doesn't respect him, or go into battle one last time as Randy the Ram, for a crowd that celebrates and loves him. Nina is crowned the Swan Queen after embracing her darker side. She physically attacks her mother and threatens the teacher that once threatened her. Their pursuit of absolute perfection has driven the soft-spoken innocence from her life. Randy embraces the crowd one last time, and despite Cassidy changing her mind and wanting to be with him, it's too late. He has chosen to die like a warrior in the ring. As he says to her,
"I know what I'm doing. The only place I get hurt is out there. The world don't give a shit about me. Hey, you hear them? This is where I belong. I gotta go."
No, Randy!
he fights his heart out one last time, pushing his body beyond the point of no return. We see him leap from the top rope, the screen fades to black, and he is gone. Nina is mortally injured before the finale, and chooses to perform rather than be hospitalized. She gives a high-energy, laser-focused performance until there's nothing left to give. She ascends the ramp and turns one last time to an adoring crowd. She leaps from the edge and falls to the stage. As the blood pools from her wounded body, the crowd screams in shocked surprise. Her teacher cries, What did you do? What did you do?
I felt it.
What?
Perfect. It was perfect.
As she dies, the screen fades to white, not to black, and she is gone. Aronofsky leaves the interpretation to us, the audience. Either character's end can be seen as a tragedy or a triumph. Have you seen both of these films? Which ending hits harder, Randy's or Nina's? Let us know in the comments. Are these films mirrors, companions, or something else entirely? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy diving deeper into movies that stay with you long after they end, check out our next video right here.